Good morning, students of class 6. This is Sir Marshall. Uh, what I'm here to do basically is give you a brief description of or a brief explanation of the kind of exercise that you're going to be doing in these winter vacations of yours. All right. So let's start it. Let's just show you the kind of exercise that you're going to be doing. Give me a moment here. I think this is the one. Perfect. All right. So the exercise that we're going to be doing here is creative writing. All right. You have to basically do exercise of creative writing with you. Now, I basically have given you four topics on which you have to submit your essays. All right. So let's go by them one by one. All right. So you can actually have an idea of what I'm asking of you or what I'm expecting of you. All right. So the first topic we have here is this is the last time I cried. All right, you basically have to tell an incident or talk about an incident in which you cried for the last time. All right, it can be anything. Now it can be that you know many things that can happen. All right. Now there's multiple. There are two pointers that I've given, which will basically help you in explaining what happened or in explaining this incident. And now first one is explain what happened. You have to basically talk about what happened in that scenario in which you cried. You can actually talk about, I did not get good marks, so I cried because of that. I beat my brother or sister or anything like that, and therefore I was beaten by my parents, and therefore I cried. My dog died, my toy was lost, or one of my relative passed away. All right, that is why I cried. Or it can be anything. All right, so you have to talk about that incident, the main incident, what had happened in it, which made you cry. All right, and another thing that you have to talk about in it is what did you do then? Now, after you cried, what did you do? All right. Now, basically, it can be after I cried, I promised myself that I would never do such thing again. You know, after I cried, I promised myself that I would never cry again. All right. Or after I cried, I made sure that such thing would never happen again. All right, so I wouldn't need to cry on it. All right, so you can talk about it now. Bear in mind that this topic, or in fact every topic, all the four topics that you have to basically write at least a page on it. All right, it could be 100 words or at least a page. All right, now another topic that we have here, sometimes I wish. You basically have to talk about any wish that you have. All right, it can be anything. Sometimes I wish, uh, anything that you wish. All right. uh, no, the point is that we have here, explain what do you wish and do you think it can happen in your life. Now, the first thing, explain what do you wish. You have to explain what do you wish for. Now, sometimes I wish I can fly. All right, that is what I wish. All right, so you can talk about why do you wish that. All right, sometimes I want to fly because I want to fly. I want to feel what it is like to be a bird. One of my favorite superheroes is Superman, and one of his superpowers is he can fly. All right, so sometimes I wish I can fly. It can be many things. Sometimes I wish that I can read people's mind. All right, it is one of the wishes that I have. So you can talk about multiple wishes that you have. You will then have to explain why do you wish that. All right, how would you use it. All right, and finally you have to talk about, do you think it can ever happen in real life. Now, I'm pretty sure I can never fly in real life. All right, I'm pretty sure I can, not read people's thoughts, or read people's mind, no matter how much technology progresses. But these are some things I do not think that in my life I can see that. All right, so you have to talk about, sometimes I wish I make my parents really happy. Sometimes I wish I make a lot of money. Sometimes I wish I get good grades or really top in my class. So these can be some of your wishes. You can talk about, do can they ever happen in real life? Yes, they can happen in real life if you work really hard. These are the things that can happen in real life. All right. So talk about your wish, and then in the end, talk about whether it can happen in real life or not. Again, it is the next one is, what if you meet your favorite personality. All right, now I'm pretty sure we all have a favorite personalities. We have to talk about, first of all, who is your favorite personality. It can be anyone. Mine is Qaid Azam, Mohammad Jinam. He's definitely in my um, he's the top one in my favorite personality. Okay, talk about him or her if you have any favorite personality, and you need to talk about why is he or she your favorite personality. All right. So if I were to talk about Qaid Azam, I would say he's my favorite personality because I'm so inspired by the character and the courage he showed in life, how successful he was in life, what was his thought, and the way he used to, do things. That is something I'm really inspired about. All right. So I would talk about that is why he's my favorite personality. All right. And finally, say, tell what would you do or talk about with him? All right. So if you meet your favorite personality, what would you do with him? Or what would you talk about with him? I definitely would talk about, things about what he wanted Pakistan to be and what his thought process was in many aspects in life. I would like to know his point of view on that. For example, if your favorite personality is Shahid Afridi, if your favorite personality is Cristiano Ronaldo, you would definitely want to play football with them or cricket with them. All right. If your favorite personality is any singer, you would definitely want them to sing in front of you. All right. So talk about your favorite personality. Talk about why is he or she your favorite personality, and talk about what would you do or talk with him. All right. And finally, it is explain what do you do in free time. This is perhaps the easiest one of the lot. All right. Explain what do you do in your free time. I'm sure every one of you gets some free time in their daily lives. Talk about what do you do now. Many of you can say that I go and play with my friends. I go and play with my brothers and sisters. I go and play alone. Some of you can say I go and watch TV. Some of you can say I can, do many other things. I can, you go on Facebook or do many other things in my free time. Now, talk about how often do you get free time in your life, in your day. You can talk about I am usually free for an hour. I'm usually free for 2 hours. I usually am free in the evening. Talk about how much you get your free time. All right. And also talk about is there anything else you would like to do in your free time? Now, let's say you'd write about, I play in my free time. All right. And I actually am free for like 2 hours in my daily life. All right. I usually get 2 hours off in a day. Talk about is there anything else you would like to do in that free time? And you're not able to do it because you do not get enough free time. Talk about any other thing you would like to do in it. All right. So these are the kind of things that you would have to talk about in the four topics that I've given you. All right. Use the pointers as they will help you in creating material for your topic. All right. And use your imagination. That's pretty much what I want you guys to do. All right. Use your imagination to come up with material for this. All right. I hope you understand this. I hope you're able to do it. If you have any questions, any concerns, please get back to me. I'll be happy to help you with that. All right. Thank you.